the I can't pay the rent this month 50-50 version is happening right now. And I'm going to tell you the problem with it. The problem is not that these couples are 50-50. We understand. I understand. Times are hard. People got to pay bills together because, the math ain't mathin' right. Things are very expensive. Problem with the 50-50 version is the reaction from the men. For the most part, the men in the 50-50 version either don't have a solution to the problem, and they're like looking at their partner like, what do you expect me to do about it? And they just seem disinterested in their partner as a whole. Not asking her, hey, is everything okay? Like, what's going on? We can get through this together, whatever. While on the other hand, the couples who have the partner that, pays the bills, or at least pays, the rent or the mortgage, they're sitting there chilling like, I love you. And you can kind of tell in their response, like, even if we had to pay rent together or the mortgage together, that's not your burden to bear alone.
She's saying that this is the problem. I disagree wholeheartedly because in life, the only thing that you can deal with is what your cultural norms are or what it is that you've established as your cultural norm or inside of your household. The first problem with this whole thing, and for those of you that don't know, there's a trend that's going on social media where basically the woman take her phone, shove it in front of the guy's face, or she hides it or something like that. And she basically says, baby, I can't pay the rent this month. And then they see what his reaction is. And then they upload it onto the internet. Okay, so number one, I think that some of these people is cap. Because if you know that you got a phone in your face and you know that you're going to upload some stuff, I know the nature of people, and then a lot of people are not authentic. They already preface it. They want to show off. They want to create this environment. So, they do that. That's number one. Number two, it's a difference between being married and being in a partnership. And this is why I keep telling people that they need to go back to tradition, to traditional households, because you can't have it both ways. You can't say, I want to be in a new age, modern version of a partnership versus I want to be in a traditional marriage where I want to be with a husband and a wife. It is completely separate situations because you relinquish power and control, which then allows for you to live in your femininity if you operating in a traditional household, and then you become responsible for the things that women traditionally was responsible for, taking care of the house, children, so on and so forth. So in that situation, they've created an environment where the expectation is for him to take care of the majority of the bills and for her to add value in other ways. Regardless, women have to be purposeful and useful, and in that situation, she's useful, not necessarily in bringing in resources, but in that type of way. But y'all started saying that y'all wanted to have partnerships. And what happened with having a partnership, you said that you wanted equal rights. You made more than men. You make just as much as men. You want a man that's on your level or better, and all of that. And so guys said, okay, I accept you. I'll take you up on that. Cool. Awesome. So now come up with your half. So on one hand, you can say, well, yeah, I understand men need to be more sympathetic. They need to step up or whatever, so on and so forth, because that's the nature of men, but that's not the thing that you advocated for. So while I operate from a traditional perspective, I understand when you shove a camera in front of somebody's face and they get real with you, because now at first it was the ones that was 100% taking care of it. Now they're starting to transition over into the situation where it's 50-50. They're not getting the reactions that they thought that they were supposed to get. And so now y'all upset about it and you saying, where's all the real men? No, 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 no. Where's the ones that said that they wanted to be in a partnership instead of being in a marriage? And I do not believe that a marriage is the same thing as a relationship. That's just me personally. And I am definitely going to give credit to the content creator, so I'll be putting the links back to their profiles inside of the description of this video. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Also, Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Absolutely awesome. And then get your tickets to come and kick it with me December 14th in Detroit. It's going to be dope. It's going to absolutely be dope. But I have a problem with people saying that this is what they want to move and like inside of a situationship, when in reality, this is the environment that you created for yourself. Let's continue.
The trend where y'all tell y'all spouses that y'all can't pay the mortgage or the rent this month, like the way y'all doing the 50-50 couples. I think that y'all, social media got y'all in a chokehold, and it got a lot of y'all detached from reality. It got a lot of y'all saying, that's the type of man I want. I want a man who pays 100% of the bills, and you are not the type of woman that is even going to get a man like that. No shade.
That's true.
You don't listen. You don't shut the fuck up.
That's
You
true.
don't cook. You don't
That's a
clean.
fact.
You're this, you're that. You're selfish. But all of a sudden, that's the type of man that you want. Okay. The way y'all laughing and dragging couples that are giving y'all realistic experiences and being like, oh, well, I can't pay it this time, or I can't do this. And the way y'all are, some of the women, even some of the men, are acting as if this is, there's no way the people sustain like this. That's weird. This generation is cooked when it comes to dating.
That's true.
Because y'all act so damn dumb about money. Oh my God. Like, this is exactly why I talk my shit on here and I limit what I post about my personal experience. Because y'all are some judgmental, goofy ass people. Social media is not reality.
But you can't say that people is goofy in the way that they react to it when y'all are the ones that upload it. You got to be a little bit more careful. You got to be quicker than that. Uploading stuff that you don't want people to see. But she's half right. I mean, in reality, I don't believe, and this is a conversation that we was having on After Hours, me and Carrie, and we was kind of going back and forth with this. Honestly, I just don't believe that most women deserve great men. I don't believe that most women deserve some of the men that they say that they seeking, because you have to do a reality check. You got to go back to the drawing board. You need to take accountability for who you are. And you can't sign up for a lifetime deal, or you can't sign up to get into a mortgage, or you can't sign up to get into this rental agreement for the next 1 to 2 to 3 years or whatever your lease is, and say that you now want him to start taking over, and that's the person and that's the thing that you signed up for. Most people are saying, I want a partner. I want a partnership. Well, guess what? Guess what comes along with that? Guess what you got to suffer through? Guess that you got to take your big self and your grown butt and get to work to come up with half of that. And I get it. It's hard out here. It's tough out here. I know that it's a lot of people that's fronting on the gram. I know that it's a hot tour girl that just finessed y'all out of a crypto scheme coin. Y'all still jumping into these meme coins with these with these content creators. Yeah, man, listen. I know that it's a lot of finessing, but the reality is that it's hard out here. And so y'all out here pretending, acting like y'all make way more money than men and all of this other stuff. And I get it. I get it. Listen, you can do bad by yourself and pay 100%, or you can pay 50, but either way, you got to get up and go to work. And it's unrealistic for most people thinking that they're going to survive in a traditional relationship after you've asked for a partner. And then at the same time, you hitting them with the okey doke or the ooop shebang, saying that, yo, I want you to pay half of the rent, or, I can't come up with my half. You should have been more responsible with your resources, or you should have picked better, or you should have moved differently, or you should have not came into it with baby kid. I don't know what y'all doing, but all I know is that a lot of this, the majority of this is a finesse on the part of women trying to trick men into taking care of them for the rest of their life, and then they don't have to even do anything and not even add value. Yeah, okay. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Again, link is in the description. Get your tickets to come and kick it with me in person. I'd love to get your thoughts. I'd absolutely be ecstatic to hear what you guys have to say with regard to this situation, because, again, I think that guys are getting finessed. I don't believe that they're getting the best end of the deal, and women are taking advantage of guys that are weak minded or that have been programmed. And it's a lot of people that be capping. A lot of cap in the rap of a lot of people that's saying, "Oh no, yeah, man, he should have been taken." You just dirty macking. It's a lot of guys that's out here dirty macking, trying to finesse y'all, but I could see through it. The real ones can see through it. Hopefully, the women can see to it, but I could definitely see through it. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. I want to hear what y'all got to say inside of the chat.